check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. So it's been a little bit since I gave an update on my progress with this magic. Financial transformation magic. So right now I'm currently on ritual number 20. There's 24 rituals in the book. So I'm right here on the last leg, right? Like it's wrapping up. At this point, I've been at it for, I would say, a solid year. Probably right at a year. And like I don't have any like dramatic changes to talk about. And I really don't care to just talk about the same old shit that I've already talked about in previous videos. However, I am going to give a honest review of where I'm at and how it's been. So, mostly more of the same. As I said in previous videos, it's more than anything has been opportunities. Like if I had a finger point at one thing this far, what this magic is about, it would be opportunity. Opportunity seems to come. At this point, in the beginning, it was more like a lot of unexpected opportunities. But at this point, it's pretty much like the opportunities are expected, which is a good thing, a great thing, right? Because you want to go from having to struggle for opportunities to come your way like that to shift into expecting for prosperity to be coming your way just normally, naturally, without like having to force it. So with these opportunities, I also realize it's not always the easiest of things. I think, from my opinion, from what I see, the magic seems to be directed at like whatever your heartfelt ideal is for the person that you want to become. And I say that because it'll be like some of the things that I want the most. Like, that's where it would seem like the opportunities start coming my direction for me to take advantage of, that gets me more aligned with that frequency of what it is that I want, right? Because it's the life that you live, and then there's the life that you want, right? So you're trying to shift from this to that. And it seems like what it is that you really want, like, that's what it seems like the magic has been aimed at. Really, like, without me having to literally, like, aim at it. Like, or it kind of seems the magic gets aimed at the areas of your life that it seems to be a high ceiling, that you got like much room to grow into, as opposed to just getting a quick fix to get by for the day. That's my interpretation of it this far. Also notice, since I've been doing this magic, that along with the opportunities that show up, when taking advantage of a lot of opportunities, like, there will still be other things. Like, all right, how can I put this? All right, so say it's a business, a career path that I'm building. Now, opportunities start to flow my way to help me build this life that I want, right? Now, when I'm taking advantage of these opportunities, so like, let's say I get recognized by certain individuals that's in the position to help me out, that's in the position to offer me a job to do this or to that. All right, now, with me accepting the job to do this and that, oftentimes still, as I'm handling that job, right, there will still be something that happens that challenges me. Like, it'll still be like some kind of monkey wrench that gets just thrown in the plan out of nowhere. Like, some kind of curveball that I didn't see happening, right? Like, it'd be like, oh, something malfunctioned or something, right? That causes me to have to improvise and do this or something like that. Or this person dropped the ball on their end and now I got to run over here and help them out with this and this in order so the show can go on, right? Even though that's not directly my job, but it's still something happened that ends up pushing me to have to reach further in my bag in order to make something happen. I'll give you a real-time example. I was just DJing a prom for the high school, right? I got in there that morning, everything all set up, ready to go, got all of my shit together in order. Things went, I'm like, okay, shit. Things went perfect. All right, so then that evening when it's time for the prom to start, I'm there. As it's about to start, they about to start to walk in. I crank up my equipment and get ready to play music and all of that. And then from nowhere, a lady comes in there like, oh my God, I don't know what happened. Something took place to where they don't have a sound system outside in order to announce the students as they walk in with their dates and shit. Now, this ain't my problem. This isn't my job. This is somebody else who dropped the ball on that end. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Literally. Like, that's out of my field. But I'm like, what the fuck? Right? And everybody's looking around and just looking at kind of like me. Like, I'm looking at them, but I'm seeing that obviously, like, nobody has an answer for this problem as I look for them. And it hit me. I'm like, oh, fuck. I got a speaker. I got an extra speaker in the back of my truck. A while ago, so I got tired of always having to run my fucking equipment in and out the house and shit like that because I use it so much. And something just always told like, man, keep it with you because you never know. Even when I go out of town, really when I go everywhere, it's just been a voice to tell them like, and leave the shit in there. You like, this is what you do. So you never know when you're gonna have to do it. And I just happened just to have this shit in there. So then I'm like, okay, I can fix this problem. Let me run out here. And I gotta run out here, get this speaker, and then I gotta do all this other shit, do all this running around to set it up with them. So as I'm setting this sound system up out there, you know, and I know everybody's looking at me thinking like, I know the people on the outside looking in, they're looking at me, and I know they're thinking like, you know, like, oh, this nigga's unprepared. Like, how unprofessional is that? Because they don't even know. Like, I'm actually saving the day, you know what I'm saying? But I know, but whatever. Like, I ain't worried about that. So, by me doing that though, then, you know, the staff and shit, you know, they're like, you know, like, oh, thank you so much. Like, you know, we owe you big time, whatever that. And then whatever. So at the end of the night, you know, the lady comes up to me like, you know, I'd like to just go ahead and right now, we'd like to book you for next year. Woo to woo. So when I talk about opportunities and monkey wrenches getting thrown in the plan, all right, this type of shit I'm talking about. I've noticed that from when I first started doing angel magic some years ago, I noticed that when I would do the rituals and shit, and then whenever, like, it would be like I'd get what I want, but almost it would never fail that, like, it'd be still be a situation to where I have to challenge myself. Like, it'll make me step my game up just a little bit more than what it was before. Like, it's definitely working with angels. It's definitely aimed at building character for sure. Um, and I've got that. I've got that out of all the different types of angels that I've worked with doing magic. Anyway, so that's that. I really ain't got too much to say. A huge opportunity did come my way probably a couple months ago. Like, exactly what I wanted, the exact outcome that I've been pressing for since before I even started this magic. Like, the opportunity and the solution, it arrived. But it arrived in a way where I chose to pass on that opportunity at that time, knowing that it'll be back around. I feel that it will. Like, I'm not, like, I didn't get far away from it or nothing. It just was certain things. I mean, and shit's never going to be perfect, right? You kind of just got to go from where you at. But that situation, I was like, yeah, I want it. I definitely do. But not in the way that it was unfolding, right? Like, it's still going to be long-term results with the decisions that you make. Anyway, it is what it is. Shit, I talked enough. I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to leave it at that.